Hello and welcome back. Now you've completed your analysis and your employment volume has been successfully signed, you can now move on to a training factors analysis. The purpose of the training factors analysis is to create a training performance statement. The training performance statement determines what has to be trained, how and when it is to be trained, i.e. the backbone of any course. So to create a training performance statement in the initial stages, you take it directly from the job. However, in this instance, we've moved past that stage and will now have created the course for you. To get to the course from your job, you simply click the C button. We are now in the course for the Basic Engineering Trainee. All of your course data is here, with your administration, any certificates, abbreviations that you use throughout the course, an alignment, anything that has been redlined, and of course, your training objectives. The training objectives has a tree, which contains the enabling objectives, with all the information relating to the enabling objective. There is also documents that can be added, and there's also a section for redlining. If you need to redline the enabling objective, it's important to note where the redline has been taken place and what happens to the teaching points underneath. But this is something to cover later on. Inside the enabling objectives, you'll find, by clicking the plus button, that there's teaching points. For each teaching point, there is a text area for you to type information relating to the teaching points. You can also select what they will be given, any conditions, any support equipment that they may have, and the methods and media that they would have to deliver that training. There is also an area for you to connect it to a task element. For example, if there is intake inspections, you could then find the correct task to then connect it back to the job. Normally, when we add knowledge into a TPS, it means that there's not a direct connection back to the job. However, it must be connected somewhere. There is also areas for selecting information for practical training or core competency. There is also a reason why it's redlined if you need to remove it from the course. For example, it may be taught later on. Once you've got all your information together, your teaching points are all updated, you can then generate your assessment criteria. It's important to note here that this is just the criteria for the assessment. It's not generating any assessment questions. This is just the standard that they must achieve to complete the test. You can connect the training objective to the main task with any documents, and you can also note any training gaps. There is also an area for set support equipment. This is support equipment that appears on the training performance statement, specifically for this job. Once you've completed all your information and you're happy that all the detail is correct, you're then in a position then to create the course training plan. You can do this simply by clicking Create Course Training Plan, where all of your documents are pre-selected for you. You can then go ahead and output your course training plan, and it will then output the documentation into the same folder where the job was held. This allows for tie-back and audit through all of the documentation to prove where you've got this information from. So here we can see all of your training information, and here are the 4 documents related to the job. So there is an audit trail. There is also the possibility to lock the course. Once the course has been approved and it's been accepted, there is an ability for us to protect it by clicking the lock button. Once it is locked, it cannot be changed. The only way to unlock that is to put in the information for the password for the quality. So in this instance, we will put in the password and it will now unlock the course so it can be edited again. At this point, the course version number will then be changed to 2. This is not automatic, but obviously when you're locking a course and you're happy that it's been signed off, you are sure then that every time it is used, it is the same course that's being delivered. At the point at which it needs to be updated, then it needs to be unlocked by somebody in a position of authority. That protects your data and it stops anybody adjusting the course unnecessarily. So everybody gets trained to the same standard every time.